Hello, kitty. Hi. Hey. Come on, throat. You can get better. I have faith in you. You never let me down this bad when I was a smoker. That coffee's surprisingly good. I was not expecting it to be. All right, boys, we're back. I forgot how to do everything. Okay. M. Fast travel. We still have a quest here. I guess they want me to... Oh my god. What is with this? I don't know what it is with my computer. Every time it loads a game, for the first like 10 minutes, it's like still trying to process a bunch of shit. And then it's fine. Whoops. I really couldn't care less what they have to say. All right, let's give this book to this guy. I don't trust this guy, but...
All the lights in town went out. Since then, I've had wild-eyed workers begging my guidance. I'm surprised you would go along with this action, Ms. Holcomb.
I'm not sure what the right and wrong of it is, sir. But leaving the deserters with neither walls nor lights would have left them to the mercy of marauders.
Let's hope walls alone are sufficient, then.
Adelaide's people are healthy and living as they what? Welcome to freedom.
Freedom. Indeed. These workers are tame as cysty pigs in a slaughterhouse. They'll just mill about confused and wait for orders. You took it upon yourself to decide the fate of strangers. I don't know whether that's confidence or arrogance. Either way, I'm fascinated. Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want that book to keep others from reading it. You want it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
This has to be some kind of cosmic retribution.
Yes, you're right. Such are the workings of the equation. And I've only my own hubris to blame. I certainly never planned for this contingency. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
I don't like this guy at all.
Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Of course you are. All part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
Are you even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Fine.
Fantastic. I promise you won't regret this.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. It is my esteemed pleasure to serve as your crew vicar, Captain.
Okay.
As always, I am at your disposal. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Holy shit. I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic.
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Were they not religious?
On the contrary. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
What's this plan you keep talking about?
The simple version is this. The force which we call the Grand Architect created the universal equation that underlies and defines everything in the universe. Everything flows from the equation, or in layman's terms, the grand plan. Is the Grand Architect a consciousness? A natural force? Did it create the equation on purpose? The answers to these questions don't really matter. The equation, the plan, is all that matters. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in the plan.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
That makes sense.
What about you? What's your story?
I don't want to talk about it.
You were the one who started this conversation.
I wanted to ask you about that book. Does it have something to do with your religion?
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
What's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Any idea where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Seems like a bit of a long shot. Sounds like a good lead.
That's a good question. We should start on the ground.
Omelette du fromage.
It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How will a crew manifest help us tracking down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Okay. Groundbreaker security office. I guess I haven't like looked over here. I suppose that's where we should probably check next. Raptidon. Raptidon. I'm curious what he does. Sometimes violence is the only way.
survive and the weak perish.
Everyone all right?
Man, companions are so good in this game. Oh. It's like disgusting how good companions are in this game. Alright, where do you guys suppose these other dingleberries are that we need to kill and rip their finger off? Probably like in the towns here, right? That seems to make sense to me. Because the first one was like here. In like this small town. Maybe it was that small town. Or outpost or whatever. But let's go look at the industrial zone.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Probably gonna have to start getting rid of some of these too. I should equip my dudes though. 10 hack, threat generated. Base health. I think battle hardened is what I'm gonna do next. God damn it, these mines, dude. Also, what is in here? More things to pick up? Yes, please. Bit cartridge. Bypass shunt. Okay. Just a good amount of supplies. I'm down with it. I know I've been in there already. No, this is definitely where I fought that one lady. The one bandit person. Bandit industrial zone. I can't believe I'm still missing Primal Nest. I can't believe I'm still missing 2 of these jerks. Oh, they're all over there.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison. Okay. Ooh. Gun named Old Reliable. Tactical shotgun. Okay. Wait a minute. What? Can you be gifted a subscription if you're not in that channel when they do a thing? When somebody like gifts subscriptions? Johnny Reliable's dad.
I've seen you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying? I am perfectly fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being older, Mr. Vicar. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
That's why you handpick gift subs. Oh. So if you do the random thing, it just picks anybody who's following me? You received a sub from a channel you weren't following once?
May the law have mercy on you. I won't.
Huh. Interesting. Seems a little bit silly to me that it doesn't randomly give it to people who are there, you know? Seems silly to me. It's also silly to me that I can't ban bots from my channel. Like, I can ban them so they don't chat, but I can't, like, make them leave my chat, like, list, you know? It's not even that big of a deal. I just don't want them there.
Everyone all right?
Okay. I think it's time for me to put some more stuff on too, actually. Or at least get rid of some of this crap. Grenade launcher. Honestly, I'm curious what the fuck warp memories is. Like, whose bot it is and what the hell it's for. Constable Reyes in Edgewater.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this lady.
Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea.
Why do you say that?
It's in poor taste. Dressing up like a marauder's disrespectful to all the workers that got eaten by them. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Ain't safe out here, you best go into town. Nice to meet you, I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Reliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior in humor, like a comedian? I can play dumb.
Nah, I ain't that fancy. I just dig holes in the ground and fill them with dead folk.
Looking to make a little money while I'm here.
Got a knack for being discreet like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you?
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I think I might have killed him. Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Alright. Maybe he has a point about dressing like a marauder. Also, this thing is 2 armor? Why am I negative? Oh, from permanent concussion. Ugh. Oh my god, it's so hard now. That concussion was a bad time, man. Which bots do they use to capture moments in games to make Twitch compilations? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Barber shop.
Oh, I can cut my own hair.
Hey, buddy.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark.
Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. I mean that I can't possibly pay my gravesite fees. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Sorry, I just need to do something quick here. Those are useful. They promote channels. What's that?
Much obliged.
The fuck? Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call what it is. Destruction of Space Destroys property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay for his bloody price. For his body price, rather. This is going to ruin us. I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and nobody's a wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows, Phyllis G. I don't necessarily want to steal from him, but we may. Well, if instead of an IOU, you give him a haircut.
Are we getting paid or not?
Got my hands full at the moment. Make it quick, please.
Turn in the bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me? Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume. Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice. I remember him. Was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. I'll just need your signature here, 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 and here. Got any more fingers for me? Mabel Burgess. Age 37. Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork. Here we are. Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What is this, Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Okay. How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not
Twitch
everyone's cut
streamers.
out to work in Edgewater.
Yes.
Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Sorry, one more second. I'm sorry, alright? Okay. Marauders seem to like Adrenatime.
Everybody likes Adrenatime. It is the
Adrenatime.
finest medical drug ever developed by Spacer's Choice. Much better than that crap anti-Cleo pedals. Sure, a little too much Adrenatime can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on Adrenatime turns you into a lunatic, you have only yourself to blame. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of Adrenatime.
Okay. Alright, so somebody else worked at the cannery. They're probably dead. I can't remember who. Was it you?
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
Gravesite fees. Here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
You have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite
If you're
fees?
not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
You said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
That's an awful thing to say.
Not half as awful as the bill Eugene left us with. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an asset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
All right. Get back to work then, biatch.
The Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense.
All right. You set up your new desktop, or your desktop at your new desk. Nice. Honestly, I'm just gonna follow these quest markers. May they never steer me wrong. My thoughts on the game so far? I love it. I absolutely adore it. I wish I was feeling better to really enjoy it. But, like, it's so good. I kissed a girl and I liked it. The landing pad on the southeast of Edgewater. I'm guessing that's this guy here. This isn't a landing pad, though. No, this is to leave, I think. They must mean here. Are you gonna buy this game?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What are you babbling about?
The war. The coming apocalypse. Man versus machine. I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Silas sent me. You owe him your grave fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did, and he's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent! A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple bits for just such a project.
Sorry. I'm getting things ready for tomorrow. You could call it a Dolphy Boys Halloween special, I guess. So I'm getting the things kind of caught up. We're gonna be playing that game GTFO. And I'm getting everybody their codes, their alpha codes. Okay. If your resistance needs another gun, I'm for hire.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans mostly, some Spacer's Chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Shouldn't I be paying you some kind of enlistment fee?
Now that you mention it, yeah, you probably should. Tell you what, I will waive your enlistment fee as a sign of good faith toward my newest and only recruit.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
If I'm gonna go after this mechanical scout, I could use a couple pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
I got a question for you.
Go on.
What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
Can't say I have.
Pray to the law that you never do. A mechanical never forgets the face of its enemy. First they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
Okay. So where's this junkyard? Probably like over here, right? Fuck. Can I set this as active? Actually, let's do this one first. Yeah, this one's pretty close. I killed a bot and I liked it.
Aw, he ain't no threat. that I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Engineering 10. Dumb. Nah, I'm gonna give it a good smack.
Ooh, ow, could you not? I mean, it's a mechanical, sure, but that just seems mean.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected.
That's hilarious.
Self-diagnostics.
Whoa, hey, don't you owe me something for the repairs?
Spacer's Choice reminds all colonists that serving the Spacer's Choice family is the highest possible reward. I have been programmed to deliver this pre-approved message.
This is ridiculous. I'm done.
All together.
Handle this.
We're pretty good at this.
Didn't stand a chance.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
You won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
You hid your secret weapon in a lavatory?
Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter.
Okay.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Yep, this guy's crazy.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
Hey,
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk? Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. Plague got you feeling woozy? Get yourself boozy with Spacer's Choice. Go ahead.
What's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not trying to judge you, I'm just curious.
You're the first to ask after me in some time. I'll give you that. But I don't have a story to share. My family's worked Spacer's Choice for 2 generations, and I've lived in Edgewater just about all my life. Wanted to work in the sciences once upon a time. Would you believe it? That was a wild fancy. Glad I disabused myself.
So you had a dream of being a scientist. What happened?
What happened, you ask? What always happens when you're dreaming? I woke up.
Too
I
real.
just didn't have the brains for it. Asked too many questions. Wasn't suited to the work. So I did the right thing and worked the life I was always meant to live. Now that I'm behind a bar, I can ask all the questions I want. Important ones. Like, when are you gonna pay your tab? And would you like another round of cold, refreshing zero-G?
That's quitter talk. If I can be a scientist, anybody can.
Don't talk to me that way, please. Spent many years disabusing myself of that notion. Don't need you putting it back in my head. Lab work ain't for me. Never was. Never will be. Spacer's Choice put me where I belong, and for that, I am grateful.
Sounds like Spacer's Choice took care of you.
They did. They gave me a life. Gave me a purpose. This is where I belong.
You've been scrubbing dishes all your life?
What's wrong with that? It's good, honest work. Pots and pans don't scrub themselves. Glasses don't fill themselves either. Unless you're in Byzantium. I hear everything's automated there. Not that I'll ever find out.
Thanks for the story.
Not so fast. I told you about my life. Your turn to tell me about yours. So, what's your story?
Still trying to figure that out myself.
What's there to figure out? Stands to reason you work for a company. You ain't Spacer's Choice. Could be you're with Auntie Cleo.
That's right. I'm an anti-Clero worker.
Don't see what a Cleo worker's doing in Spacer country. Trying to eyeball the competition, are we? Well, good luck trying to figure yourself out. Sounds like you'll need it.
What if I told you I got shot into space by a crazy scientist?
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
Well, in that case, let me see what's on tap.
Coming right up.
I'm obviously not going to get any of these, but I think I am going to sell whatever I can. I just want to see something. I wanted to see if I could, like, just literally take everybody out here. John Wick. Man, I should really, like, finish that game, huh? Like, I should replay that game. I kind of don't even want to shoot her at the bar. I'm more about wanting to see
The Adelaide was right to leave.
what we can do here.
I'll take your confession now.
Where the hell is Reyes? Peacekeeper, standard troop helm, standard troop armor. Yeah. None of that seems worth, like, killing literally everybody here. Okay. I was just curious. Okay. Return to Grace. Ten in what we got so far.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about, Silas?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I get... when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
We need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
I read a letter from Phyllis. She mentioned digging him up for his gold teeth.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away. Vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
I'll keep an eye out for them, I guess.
Let me know if you find anything.
But those fees you wanted.
Any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford to pay.
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
That's the word, extortion. Thank you.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Whoa,
Did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
I'm definitely not plagued. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
Some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm here to collect your grave site fees.
He knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
He told me everything. How long did you think you could keep a secret like that?
He's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
I'm sure it's all very tragic and heartbreaking. Pay me so I can get out of here.
I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelance him for me, I could really use the help.
Freelancing? How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Okay.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Lord, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Excuse me?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let me worry about that.
All right. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Abernathy's paying me for my trouble. Can you match his offer?
I'm paid better than Abernathy. Whatever he's giving you, I will do you one better.
Okay.
That's all I can ask of you.
Simple enough. He definitely seems like he's probably a hypochondriac, so...
What can I do for you?
I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your grave
You know
site
about
fees?
Eugene? How?
Shrug.
Were you snooping around in my things? Or was it just dumb luck? Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I don't care. I'm here to collect your
Here
dues.
you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
That's horrible.
It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Goodbye. He might be worth killing. Maybe. He's just kind of a douche. Just a little bit of a douche.
Don't see the sense in all this fussing over the power. Cannery shutting down just means I'll have more bodies to bury.
About those fees you wanted.
Any trouble?
I'm all done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Something more tangible.
Suppose you've earned it. One good turn deserves another.
Abernathy was trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Isn't that why you wanted me to collect his fees?
I needed his fees because of his name. A for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
You just beat a Simic counterspell deck? Nice. Very nice. You don't work today, Zeiss? You had today off? Alright, what are we looking for here? You got off work a while ago? Oh yeah, I guess it's because you start early, so you end early. That makes sense. Man, imagine actually working. Damn. Maybe one day. Holy shit, that scared me.
Sci-Fi has just donated $1. Where's your Teferi now? Ah ha ha.
Zeiss, thank you for the 666. I'm gonna have to turn that shit down. That scared the ever-living Christ out of me. That's not the new alert. I cannot confirm or deny, but you may have been close. It's not related, no. number of the beast. I can't fast travel from this location. I have to go outside and fast travel then, I suppose. You're afraid to use the emote of the Bloodstained Discord? Why are you afraid? In case they like take offense to it or something? Getting banned. Six. The number of the beast. What up, Grace?
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
She joined up with a band of marauders. They hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
All right. Oh, that's the history. Deserter's reputation increased. Oh, F yeah, bud. I'm pretty sure David went to work, Zeiss. He didn't say specifically, though. He just said he was, leaving. Where the fuck is she? There she is. Do you have anything for me?
You're welcome here.
Okay. I mean, maybe Pokemon. No sé. Claro que sí.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
I found the package.
Feast your eyes, soldier. This here is a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig.
So what's next?
Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson.
I already got a passcode from
I've
Reed.
been after a passcode for years. Boss said no on account of my gross incompetence with all matters related to security. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module.
Seems simple enough.
If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Okay. All right, let's go hand the medicine to the woman, since Abernathy's fucking crazy. 0G. That's gamer fuel branding right there. Yeah, no kidding. The number of the beast.
Cannery's dead. This is gonna throw a wrench into my actuarial tables. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Wow, rude. It's not that simple. You want my silence, you're gonna have to buy it. Wait. Never? That's harsh. At least give me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Dame los panties.
Are we getting paid or not?
Almost level 8. There is so much more on this planet to do than I even thought. There are so many people to do stuff for. So this is at the geothermal plant. I'm near hostels. Seriously, I can't fast travel because of these little bastards. Oh. The 7 running around in his Fallout 76 server right now. Are those the 7 people that spent $100 a year for whatever the hell? 666. Number of the beast. Oh, it's in here. Hey, we can actually get in here now. Well, that's easy. Imagine having to pay to play with your buds. I would honestly just play something else. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's not like they have such a stranglehold on people that they can, like, even request that. Perfect example of ego just gone wild. Like Uno, exactly.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
Shut up, Ludwig.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Okay, take care then. I legitimately think we're done here now. Because this doesn't seem like it's down here. Holy shit, you guys. I think it's time we actually go to the ship. I found a new flaw. Acrophobia. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. So the effects are phobic, dexterity -1, perception -1, temperament -1. No, we're not. Well. Okay. I'm telling you what, all right? I tell you what. Because we're not playing on hard mode, this is our life now. This is the trade-off. If I want to stop having to take those, I need to start taking this game more seriously and stop jumping from great heights and smacking my head and stuff. That's the trade-off. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because it wouldn't happen if I wasn't fucking just like jumping around and pretending like this is destiny or something, you know? Where's death phobia? For dying too much? Interactable highlight? Oh, fuck yeah. I think it's time we start putting some in leadership. Although tech, though. No. I still want to do this. Because now we can pickpocket. Hey, baby girl. Woo woo.
Welcome back, Captain. All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Let's go.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I'll put it to good... Or wait, do you want me to wear a cape?
Wrong matter of shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device that makes you look different, sound different. Briefly. The device has its limits, but it will allow you to blend in perfectly, and probably won't jeopardize your ability to have children. Will it? No, definitely not. Probably, yes. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Okay. Unreliable navigation terminal. Where's my crew? Let me talk to my crew. Holographic shroud. Disguise and companions. It gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Okay. Very good, very good. Messages for me. From E. Blaine, Esther. This is just to let you know I've given out the rest of the you-know-what to the you-know-who's. Sorry for the secrecy. You never know who's reading these things. I appreciate you giving me the time of day. You risked your neck heading to that community center. I'm grateful, but I'd also appreciate it if you never told another soul about our business. I like my job, and I should like to keep it. Oh, Hawthorne's messages. Okay. From you, Bedford. Wingman's Wingman, Bedford. I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't go showing it to your spacer buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Winky face, Udom. Archived messages. Dearest Alex, I can't tell you how pleased I am to finally hear from you. Your message was hilarious. I'm delighted by your sense of humor and the tale of your hijinks. I hope your terminal will cooperate for the foreseeable future. By the way, I was scraping Groundbreaker's comms network for tasty little tidbits. I noticed you declined to dock at Edgewater's landing pod and instead touched down in the wilderness. You rugged individualist, you. I only pray that idiot Thompson wasn't giving you any trouble. Anyway, I hope your meeting down on Terra 2 proves fruitful, and I will look forward to corresponding with greater regularity. Alex, I don't know where you were raised, but I'd hazard to guess it would have been a barn, because anyone with even a modicum of decent rearing would know it's unforgivably rude to ignore the ardent, sincere message of one's friends. Best, Udom, please respond. Hello. I hope this finds you well. It was a pleasure to see you in my office again last week. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the impounding mix-up. How it could have happened a second time. Terminals these days, I swear. Dreadfully unreliable. Aha, just like your ship. I hope you've given some thought to that thing we discussed, you know, about the Wells fellow. I'm sorry to press, but the strangest tickling feeling that you really do know him. And if you could just tell me where he is, well, it would be marvelous for our friendship, wouldn't it? Look forward to seeing you again, Wingman. Winky. Dear Alex, hello, Udom here, Udom Bedford. We met when I accidentally impounded your ship. My silly fat fingers embarrassing me once again. Hope that wasn't too terribly inconvenient for you. It was such a pleasure for me. Tremendously appreciate your forbearance in not throttling me. You're quite the gentleman. If you're ever in Groundbreaker's airspace, well, space, please don't hesitate to look me up. The Lost Hope serves Spectrum vodka. Perhaps we could try every color. You know, really tie one on. Let me know. Your new friend, Udom. Whoops. Sent message. He only sent one message to him. Look, there's no call for shouting. My terminal was busted. Had a few too many. I might have knocked it off the desk. You know how it is. You just gotta cut loose. Not telling you where Wells is, so lay off. Buy me a drink. The lost hope next time I'm in. I might forgive you. You're trying to decode my message? Which message, Zeiss? On my screen? What do you mean on my screen? Underground chat has the images. Is that still there for you? What the hell is that? Do me a favor, is it there when I change to this? It's only on this here? It is there? Is it still there? It's over the whole thing. It's gone. It's the sound, the stupid Twitch sound alerts that are broken. Captain's note, SW001 shrink ray. Note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I tell you stop. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point. And I saw in actuality with my own two eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test that claim after I lost my temper. Said he inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science cutting edge. I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to the rumors, more to be had. Hammer power. You got excited and thought you were giving a spooky haunt. The only spooky haunt is that stupid extension just not wanting to work. God, it makes me so mad. I'm actually gonna check something out here. Because I bet it's doing that thing again where if I go history... Yeah, it keeps queuing them up, but it's not like allowing them through. I don't understand why. I'm going to quickly check developer forums here. Weird. At this point, I would recommend just, if you're going to use bits, just like include a message or something, because the sound alerts extension is fucked. Last time I got sloshed, I mean, I was imbibing the lost hope on the groundbreaker. Look, Unum was really free with a drink. Seems like an okay fellow. I shamelessly but subtly eavesdropped on two Mardettes yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us have ever heard that one before. But here's the good part. The Mardet said the mad scientist kept yelling about Hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat sure fits the bill. It could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Log entry 3. Black market leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on TARDIS and back. Let the record show, I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times. But, architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission. Or, breaking it... or, breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that, even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd used to wipe out a good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing. Puffball plant. So like the spores of the puffball cast on the wind in a light and fresh soil, we put down new roots. Oh. Hi, Sam. The cleaning machine. There's no response from the automechanical unit. A serial number etched in the chassis include the letters SAM. Leave the automechanical alone. A stern older man with warm eyes. So this is Parvati's room, I guess. That she's taken residence up in. Petunia the plant. This is not a petunia. Modern steel wrench in you. This book is heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. Abigail. First wrench Dad ever gave me. She's been a friend ever since. Banged up toolbox. Full of modified tools with unique mechanical usages. Digging around in here would be an easy way to lose a finger to a saw-toothed blade. Exactly. Strong, independent petunia that don't need no genus and species. Oh, hell yeah. Terror on Monarch. In a horrifying vision of the future, the board has been overthrown by the seditious and slovenly savages of Monarch. Only Halcyon Helen can rescue the colony from indolence and entitlement. Approved by the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. The art and science of tossball. Impossible to put down. Order of Science, Scientific Inquiry, Office of Literature. This endorsement has been approved. Auntie Cleo's darling. Signed by Seymour Whitlock, who held the record for most on-the-field fatalities for 3 consecutive seasons. Tossball trading cards. In mint condition, most of these cards represent players from the Hephaestus Hammers and the Tile Backers.
I could spend hours reflecting on the secret workings of the universe. Little else in this colony offers such a relaxing pastime. So, tell me what's on your mind. I excel at confessional listening.
Tell me again about the book we picked up that's in French.
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Remind me again, what are your thoughts on the Philosophists?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the Philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Let's talk about the thing, you know, that thing with the thing you want to do.
Of course. Are you ready to break into security on the Groundbreaker?
Why do you want to do that?
If I can access the data cartridge from the terminal in security, I can easily hack into their arrivals and departures registry. That'll give us dates, times, and the crew manifests for every registered ship. I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
How is it that Simple Vicar happens to be a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Come on, mouse. Currently thinking about waifu. Oh, you meant the in-game protagonist, not me. Gotcha. Journal of Maximilian de Soto, Volume 1. The scribblings on these journal pages are utterly illegible to anyone except Vicar Maximilian de Soto. Doctrinal Studies 539 of Equity and Equations. These textbooks have been out of print for almost half a century. The margins are filled with scribbled notes and many passages have been underlined. Some pages have come loose. The glue is now yellowed and cracked along the spine. Index of Banned Literature. Religious symbol on this flag denotes the order of scientific inquiry. It's kind of neat. Old Saber, what doesn't kill you gives you tetanus. Oh man, it's gonna be good to find some more crew members.
To one more bloody tossball tournament, I will go mad. Or short-circuit, rather.
What is tetanus? Tetanus is that disease that you can get from dog bites, from rabid dog, but more importantly from old rusted metal. Then you need to get a tetanus shot. The big one that happens to a lot of people is people that do construction or anything with old houses or whatever, like renovations. Stepping on a nail is generally a popular way to need to get a tetanus shot.
Our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Vocational competence respecification machine. Okay, that's that. Hey, baby girl.
Something busted, Captain?
Guess I'll die. Yeah. Oh boy. We should do Groundbreaker probably.
Destiny.
Baser's Choice Travel Advisory. Welcome to the system map. Moving between planets is considered extremely dangerous and all employees are encouraged to remain at home or at work.
Mission reached. The Groundbreaker. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
So I need to ask about the automechanical gathering dust.
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it, but I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
I did, but I didn't see anything. Got a minute to talk?
I have lots of minutes. Many minutes. Unlimited minutes, perhaps. Providing an adequate power source, I can function indefinitely.
What if you don't have a power
I
source?
prefer to think of it as being in a state of slumber, perhaps for an indefinite duration of time. Do you think that is what it's like for the colonists on the Lost Hope?
I guess so.
When I simulate myself in such a scenario, I do not find it to be desirable. I think my self-preservation protocols incline me to desire the alternative.
What might that be?
Traveling the system with you, Captain.
That didn't help your last captain much.
I assure you, not for a lack of trying. Captain Hawthorne did not like to listen to my suggestions. In that way, he was a lot like you. As you may be aware, Captain Alex Hawthorne was a smuggler of some repute. I failed to predict the likely outcome of his reckless behavioral patterns. I should have predicted that. In our travels together, Alex liked to pass time by, as he called it, tinkering to improve my design.
Have there been other captains of this ship?
You mean, was Captain Hawthorne my first? Yes, he was.
Let's talk about something else.
How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
Tell me a joke.
I need a little help with my calculus. Can you integrate my natural log?
Okay. Play a song.
Playing a Spacer's Choice advertisement jingle.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice.
That's not my favorite song.
Everyone in Halcyon is contractually obligated to label this or another board-certified jingle their favorite song.
That's enough for now.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
I'd like to learn more about the colony.
What colony would you like to discuss?
What up, Dedinsky? Oh my god. Okay, let's start with the groundbreaker since we're here.
We include the dock with the groundbreaker if that's your desired destination. If we're going there, please be sure all docking forms have been filed in triplicate and fees have been paid.
Uh-oh.
Mardets take their docking laws quite seriously.
You can take care of that, right?
I can, yes. Let me add that to my list of 1,435,498 tasks I am simultaneously executing in order to run our ship.
Great, thanks.
You are more than welcome, Captain.
Give me the spiel on the groundbreaker.
The groundbreaker was Halcyon's original colony ship. It has since been repurposed as a service station in the Lagrange point of the system. Freighters often deliver or pick up goods from the groundbreaker en route to other destinations. The city ship hosts an array of cargo bays, factories, housing sections, and more.
We should give her a raise. She's a robot. Robots don't deserve raises. They're not human.
In what is considered a truly neutral territory within the system. I have filed the required docking forms in triplicate, and fees have been paid.
Girlfriend's texting. I want to talk about something else.
Of course. What part of the colony would you like to discuss?
You know what?
How can I be of assistance?
Let's find out about these places as we go to them.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Got a sec?
What's up?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
She's so excited. Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else? What? You want me to leave?
No.
Captain. Captain, you can't mean it.
God damn it, no.
Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around. I mean...
All right. Let's go.